Hello, I'm Grin, and welcome back to Build Request. This episode is Star Wars themed, as is every other episode this month, as it is Star Wars month, which means all of these episodes are going to be Star Wars themed. We have already built this month thus far a ski speeder and a snow speeder. However, today we're not building a speeder, but instead, as requested by J-Lo Ren, who is likely related to Kylo Ren, and by Jaden Hall, who really wanted one, today we'll be taking a swing at an A-Wing. A-Wings, much like snow speeders, are one of those wonderfully blocky vehicles that are relatively wide and flat, which means that there's not much difficulty when it comes to hiding within it important parts that would be, if seen, aesthetically unpleasing and disrupt the entire look of the replica. Further, it's rather helpful that the main propellant of an A-Wing is its twin turbine engines. Well, I'm not sure that they're actually turbines, they're probably some sort of space technology, but twin jets of some sort, which suitably resemble the small jets from Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, and so I didn't really have to do much trickery with that. What is driving it is what you see. And with the wings once more, due to the shape of the vehicle, there was no difficulty in hiding them. In fact, from start to finish, this build was a pretty straightforward one. I knew what I wanted to do, and didn't have to deviate that far from it. The main and largest change I had to make was pretty late in the build though, whereas I decided to make the entire vehicle one block smaller, because it wasn't really getting that wedge arrow shape that the A-Wing is made for, though ironically, despite the fact that I made the vehicle narrower overall, this meant that I would then have to make the cockpit larger than it is in the film, because otherwise the way the cockpit originally was wouldn't be able to fit in the center of the vehicle, and it would throw off the entire symmetry of the build. I think this was overall the right decision to make though, as while the cockpit does look a little bit too large, the rest of the vehicle overall looks far better. So it's sort of a bit of a trade-off. I, after having made this decision, started to add extra small details, such as putting small, non-functioning engines in the back. They are like the snow speeders ones, completely cosmetic, they don't do a darn thing, they're just there to help with the overall rustic exposed look that is common to Rebel vehicles. And after this was all done, it was just a matter of adding wheels so it could take off, once again using the detacher method, making sure that the vehicle actually has ammo and fuel, and giving its paint job a bit of a touch-up, and hiding a gyroscope inside it so it can do tricks, and we're about done. So there you have it, a Rebel A-Wing in Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. As always, there's things that I think could probably be improved on it, but considering this vehicle turned out to be only a half-hour build, I think it turned out pretty darn good. If you're wanting a copy of this vehicle in your own save, what's going to follow now is a layer by layer of it so you can copy it over, and as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, I have been and still am Grim Grindle. If you would like to follow me on Twitter, the link to that is below, and if you would like to join our Discord server, there's also a link to join that. There is a tab within it for both Star Wars and Nuts and Bolts, so chances are you can find some like-minded people there. And speaking of Star Wars, if you're a fan of it, we are doing Star Wars content throughout the entire month of May, so if you are a fan of Star Wars, then definitely stick around.